Hello students, welcome to my channel, and if you find this video useful for you, then please like, comment and subscribe my channel. So in our last video we have discussed about the factors affecting climate. So we have seen about the latitudes and altitudes, how they affect the climate of a particular place. Okay, so and then today we are going to see the winds, how winds affect different places. Okay, see, winds blow in a particular direction all over the world, and some winds are hot, some winds are cold, and some winds carry moisture. The winds that carry moisture, they cause rainfall in that place. Okay, so there are different types of winds: hot winds, cold winds, and the winds that carry moisture, or we can say that carry the clouds. Okay, means they can make rainfall at a place. Okay, so suppose we will take example, the winds blowing from the Arabian Sea. Okay, you know Arabian Sea is in the sea. It is here, you can see this is the map of India. Okay, map of India, and here you can see this side. Which side it is? It is southwest side. Okay, this southern part of India, and here is the Arabian Sea, here is the Bay of Bengal, and here is the Indian Ocean. So the winds that blow from this Arabian Sea towards the land of India, mainland of India, these winds, they carry what? They carry moisture, lot of moistures from all over this sea. Okay, so this moisture is helpful for, or these winds are helpful for causing rainfall all over the India. And first this monsoon hit this state, that is Kerala. Okay, and we also call these winds monsoon winds because they bring rain. Okay, so some winds are hot and they bring dry air which is not having much moisture. Okay, then these moisture laden winds cause India in all over the parts of India. Okay, then we have this cold winds. Okay, cold winds that blow in winter season, okay, from the Himalayas, and it becomes chilly in many parts of northern India. Okay, these cold winds blow from Himalayas in winter season. Okay, and these hot winds blow from Rajasthan, and these hot winds that are blowing from the Rajasthan, they makes the some part of northern India including Delhi very hot and dry in summer. So the winds are important, or winds are the factors that affect the climate of a place. Okay, then next we have distance from the ocean or sea. The regions which are located near very large water bodies like oceans and seas, they experience moderate or continental climate. Moderate means not so hot, not so cold. These places are moderate climate, and the air is laden with water vapor, means the air has humidity, means there is air is full of water vapors. Okay, and that's why the temperature do not vary during the summer and winter. This is important. Temperature do not vary during the summer and winters. It remains moderate. There is no variation during the summer and winter temperatures. Okay, so the places that are away from the oceans or seas, they are not wet or they are not having humid air, or they are not having humidity in the air. But the places that are near the oceans or seas or large water bodies, they experience humidity in the air. Okay, so this is the effect of distance from the sea or ocean of a place. Okay, then how this distance affect on the climate of a place. See, what happens, we can here I will explain about the sea breeze and land breeze. See what happens during the day, due to the heat of the sun, this land becomes warm, and the warm air above the land, it moves up because it is light. Okay, then in the sea, the air over the sea, it is cooler, it is cooler during the day, and because the sea takes more time to get cool and get heated than the land. Land gets heated early and land cools down early than the sea. So the air over here on the over the sea, it is cooler, and this cool air is heavy, and that's why it moves towards the land to take the place of this warm air, and warm air moves towards the sea to take the place of this cool air. Okay, and one thing here you always remember that the air always moves from high pressure to low pressure. Okay, air always move from high pressure to low pressure. Okay, then so this movement of air from land to the sea, that is warm air to the sea and cool air to the land, it is called sea breeze, and it happens during the day. At night what happens? See, the land cools down fast, and the sea water takes time to get cool, means at night the sea water is warm. So this warm air rises up, and because it is light and it moves towards the land. The cool air from the land, it moves towards the sea to take place of this warm air. So this movement of warm air to the land and cool air to the sea is known as land breeze, and this happens during the night. Okay, so this is sea breeze and land breeze, and this is the common phenomenon or common process observed in the coastal areas or the places where large water bodies are located. Okay, so this is sea breeze and this is land breeze. So the places which are located far away from the sea have extreme climates. The places that are located far away from the seas, they are having extreme climates, means they are too hot or they may be too cold. They are having extreme climates, and the places near the water bodies, they experience the moderate climate. Okay, then we have humidity. Humidity is the next factor that affects the climate of a place. And what is humidity? The amount of moisture or water vapor in the air is called humidity. And the places which have humidity in the air, they experience warm and humid climate. Okay, because the air contains humid air. Air has water vapors or moisture. That's why the places near the forest, or we can say forest area, there you can see lot of humidity in the air because of these plants and trees. Okay, then we have one last topic, that is changes in climate. We can see there are so many changes in the climate because over a period of thousands years, if we compare, then we have different climatic conditions than the before thousands of years climatic condition. And there are many reasons for climatic changes, like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, and also human activities. This is very important, human activities. Which type of human activities affect this climate? Deforestation, means cutting down of trees for commercial purpose. Then pollution, pollution because of this burning of these fossil fuels like petrol and diesel and other fossil fuels. So these two are important human activities and that cause change in the climate: deforestation and pollution or burning of fossil fuels. Then one new word is here, that is what is greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. We know that day by day the global temperatures are rising. Global temperatures are rising means the temperature on the earth, it is rising, increasing day by day because of this deforestation and pollution. What happens? The harmful gases which are released in the atmosphere, that absorb heat, and because of that heat the temperature of the earth increases, and this is called the greenhouse effect. What is greenhouse effect? The harmful gases which are released in the atmosphere, they absorb heat, and this heat leads to the rise in temperature. It is called greenhouse effect. Okay, and the rising temperature of the earth may lead to floods, typhoons, hurricanes, and early migration of birds and animals. So what will this cause? Greenhouse effect, what will it cause? It causes floods at many places, then typhoons and hurricanes, these are the names of the cyclones, and the early migrations of birds. We know that many birds and animals, they migrate during the summers and winters. So because of this greenhouse effect, these birds and animals, they start migrating early because of these changes in the climate. Okay, so here we have finished this changes in climate. We will meet in our next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.